Today's video, we're going to be doing a news forecast video for you guys. We do these every single Sunday to give you guys a clear insight and forecast on what to expect when trading in the foreign exchange markets for this week. So we're going to break down some of the news events for you guys. Definitely have a bit of high impact news coming out this week that you definitely want to pay attention to. Like we said in our recent trading advice video on last Thursday, you need to have a forecast for the markets before you actually go into trading. So you definitely want to pay attention to these videos when we drop them every single Sunday and prepare and plan for the week ahead like we always do. So I'm going to break this down for you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our videos. We're dropping content 7 days a week, not just on YouTube, but all other major platforms as well. So check out the links in the description of this video and follow us on all major platforms. Hop in our Reddit community and sign up for our Discord community. We're giving you limited time, 7-day free access to hop into our Discord and copy our exact trades. Have access to our news bot. That way you're getting daily live updates on news events that are affecting the currency markets, as well as stock market and crypto markets as well. Also sign up for our free course. Link is in the description to get access to get started trading in the foreign exchange markets on the right path. Sign up for Robinhood and Webull as well. Links are in the description to get a free stock on us by signing up there. And also check out our recommended brokerages in the description of this video. Currently recommending Hugo's Way for US-based clients and Trader's Way for international clients, but you can also use Hugo's Way internationally if you choose to do so. So we're going to switch over here to forexfactory.com and dive into the news events that are going to be affecting markets this upcoming week. All right, guys, so hopping onto forexfactory.com, you can see right here, we're looking at the week of August 16th to August 20th. So starting off the week on Monday, August 16th, pretty quiet for the most part throughout the day. We do have a moderate impact news for the Australian dollar coming out at 9:30 p.m. We typically aren't trading at that time. Sometimes we do have trades running. So something we will definitely pay attention to when trading Australian pairs this upcoming week, especially early on in the week. But overall, going to be pretty quiet on Monday while trading. So hopping into Tuesday right here, you can see August 17th, we have a lot more news events coming out. So it should be a pretty busy, pretty volatile time in trading the markets on Tuesday. So stuff you definitely want to pay attention to. Early on in the day starts off pretty quiet, but hopping into 8:30 a.m. prior to the New York session opening, we do have some high impact US dollar news that we're going to break down for you guys here. You can see we have core retail sales as well as retail sales. Click on this folder. It's going to bring up more information on what this news event is and why it impacts things and why traders should care. This one specifically doesn't have why traders care, but we can definitely tell you what it's measuring is the change in the total value of sales at the retail level, excluding automobiles. And then the retail sales is going to be including automobiles. So you want to pay attention to this. You can see they are red, so they're high impact news events. These are very important to show the strength of an economy on how much money people are actually spending at the retail level. So something you want to pay attention to. Like I said, doesn't show why traders care, but that's why they will care. It shows how confident the U.S. consumer is and how much money they are spending at the core retail level. So definitely want to pay attention to those. We're looking for it to be higher than expected. That will actually benefit the U.S. dollar. If it's lower than expected numbers, you can see right here, they have the forecast. If it is lower than the expected, then it is actually going to be worse for the U.S. dollar. And you can expect to see the U.S. dollar actually retrace and get weaker. So yeah, 8:30 a.m., definitely want to pay attention to those. You have some USD news that's moderate impact coming out. The industrial production, definitely something you want to pay attention to. This is going to show the production at the industry level. So something you definitely want to pay attention to. And then overall, pretty quiet until we get down here to 10 p.m. Pretty mild impact news events coming out. And then at 10 p.m., we do have a lot of noise going on with the New Zealand dollar. So if you are trading and holding some of these trades overnight on the New Zealand pairs, definitely want to pay attention to these news events. So we have the official cash rate coming out at 10 p.m., as well as RBNZ monetary policy statement, the rate statement, and then at 11 p.m. we have the press conference coming out as a follow-up to these two statements that are being made. I'm going to pass it over to Seven, and he's going to break down the official cash rate for you guys.
All right, guys, at 10 p.m. Eastern time, the official cash rate for the New Zealand dollar is going to come out. And this is on Tuesday, the 17th. You see this little paper here inside the folder. That means there's related stories. You can see these are some related news that you can read on the subject. This happens 7 times per year, so it's probably information on it the last time that it happened or related to it. So you can see some of these are from July, but 7 times a year. why traders care. Short-term interest rates are the paramount factor in currency valuation. Traders look at most other indicators merely to predict how rates will change in the future. So this is obviously very high impact for New Zealand dollar, only happens 7 times a year. All of this news coming out at 10 and 11 is related to this cash rate. If you guys want to go in and find out more information for each specific event that happens, you can obviously click the folder, look at related stories, look at why traders care, but it's all related to the cash rate. So at 10 p.m. on the 17th of August, definitely look out for that if you're in some New Zealand pairs.
All right, guys, so as you can see right here, Wednesday, August 18th, we're starting off the day at 2 a.m. with a high impact Great Britain pound news. We have the consumer price index coming out for that, followed up by some follow-up price indexes coming out for the pound as well. So definitely something you want to pay attention to. We've broken this down on multiple other pairs in the past, what the CPI is, but you can see if we open it up right here, as always, we have the usual effect. If the actual is greater than forecast, it's good for the currency, released monthly about 16 days after the month ends. And then we also have why traders care. Consumer prices account for a majority of overall inflation. Inflation is important to currency valuation because rising prices leads to the central bank to raise interest rates out of respect for their inflation containment mandate. So we have that coming out at 2 p.m., high impact for the pound. So definitely want to pay attention to that. And then later in the day, we have the core CPI coming out for the Canadian dollar at 8:30 a.m., followed up by similar news events that the pound is going to be seeing around 2 a.m. So definitely something you want to pay attention to when trading pound or CAD pairs during those sessions. Very, very high impact news coming out.
All right, guys, on the same day on Wednesday at 2 p.m., there's the FOMC meeting. And then at 9:30, there's the Australian employment change and unemployment rate as well. So I'm just going to go in and break down first this FOMC meeting. You click this little folder, then you can see scheduled 8 times a year, usual effect. More hawkish than expected is good for the currency, which basically means bearish. A hawk comes down in swoops, so a term you don't see too often, or depends on what forms you're looking at and what type of literature. Most people say bullish and bearish, but anyway, this is 8 times a year, so not super frequent, so definitely high impact. Why traders care. It's a detailed record of FOMC's most recent meeting, providing in-depth insights into economic and financial conditions that influenced their vote on where to set interest rates. So it gives you some insight on why interest rates were changed, or why interest rates were increased or decreased, and kind of in depth of their most recent meeting. So definitely high impact for USD. At 9:30, employment change and unemployment rate, both at 9:30, similar events. Why traders care, just going to go right into this. Job creation is an important leading indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for a majority of overall economic activity. So high impact, obviously, for the Australian dollar at 9:30 on Wednesday. So definitely, if you're in any Australian pairs, if you're in odd USD, that pair might have some crazy movement that day in the afternoon and the evenings.
Moving on to Thursday, August 19th, you can see for the most part, we don't have that much going on. We have some moderate impact news coming out at 8:30 a.m. before that NYSE open for the US dollar. So definitely want to pay attention to that. We have the unemployment claims and the Philly Fed manufacturing index. So these are going to be moderate impact. Definitely will see some volume and volatility at these times, but overall shouldn't be anything too crazy. Friday, August 20th, same thing, pretty calm for the most part, closing out the week. 2 a.m. we have a moderate impact pound news event coming out for retail sales. And then at 8:30 a.m. we have core retail sales for the Canadian dollar. So overall, ending out the week pretty quietly. Early on in the week, we'll see some volume volatility with these high impact news events coming out. So just make sure that you're paying attention to news events like we talked about in the recent trading advice video on Thursday. So just like if you're going on vacation, you're going to look at the weather forecast for that week and decide what days it's going to rain and what you're going to do what and how the weather is going to be for that trip. It's the same thing with the Forex markets. You're going on this adventure trading in the foreign exchange markets for the week. You need to know what is coming that is going to overall cause chaos, volume, volatility, what storms are coming in the markets for that week. So definitely super important to pay attention to the fundamentals. Like we talked about in our recent trading advice video on Thursday, we talked about having a forecast for the markets. Just like if you're going on vacation, you're going to want to look at the weather forecast to see what days there might be a storm coming, anything like that. You need to have a forecast so that you have an idea of what is going to be, throwing you for a little bit of a loop or going to cause a storm, quote unquote, in the Forex market. So pay attention to the news and have a forecast and plan for the upcoming week ahead of time. That's why we're dropping these videos every Sunday for you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all of our videos. We're dropping these news forecast videos every Sunday on top of content every other day of the week on YouTube. Check out the links in the description of this video to sign up for our free basic Forex trading course. Sign up to get 7-day free access to our Discord community. Also can get our recommended brokerages in the links in the description below. Hugo's Way for US or international, and then Trader's Way for our international students. Also in the links of the description, sign up for Webull and Robinhood to get a free stock, no strings attached. Get a free stock when signing up for those websites with the links in the description. Follow us on all major social media platforms. Definitely check out the links and follow at LilGod777 on all major platforms and at I am Bradley Walker on all major platforms. We appreciate you guys for tuning into this video. And as always, thanks for watching.
Peace.